bring in three of their extraordinary players all on, and we're going to talk to each one of them. We have Sam Bundy, Ashton Hoover, and Eric Leinhardt all joining us today. Guys, thank you so much for taking the time.
Of course. Yep. Thank you.
So, who is the lucky one to go first in this interview chain?
I'll go first. I'll start it
All
off.
right. So we have just shout out your name, so because I don't.
I'm Ashton Hoover.
So Ashton will go first.
Yeah.
Awesome. So we'll start with Ashton Hoover. Ashton, you are a junior on this team. What's it been like stepping up as an upperclassman this year and to be able to take more responsibilities as a leader and put a lot more on your shoulders than maybe in the past?
I feel like the jump from last year to this year in just the leadership role especially has been a lot bigger. And I mean I feel like there is definitely a lot more on my shoulders, but I'm willing to take that, and I feel like I've done a pretty good job setting a pretty good role model and leading our team.
You're one of the offensive statistical leaders, not just on your team, but in the whole conference as well. What's it mean to you to be able to have so much responsibilities on your shoulders when it comes to scoring goals and obviously being an offensive threat?
I have a lot of great offensive teammates who, when I'm not having my best game and like that pressure is still there and I'm not doing too well, I have a lot of other opportunities, or my teammates have a lot of abilities to put some points on the board as well, and they do a great job. So that relieves a lot of pressure for me, just coming from a scoring position. But they help create opportunities for me that give me all those points, goals.
Last year, your teammates voted you as the MVP. What did that mean to you to know that your teammates believed in you, they believed in what you were doing, and they all voted you as the MVP?
It was definitely a confidence booster for sure. I mean, uh, I really felt that my teammates supported me, and that I feel like it overall boosted our chemistry. Just knowing that my teammates looked up to me and trusted me, and that I could look to them to help make plays, and that they would listen to me and help make each other better.
All right, Ashley, we also know you very well from the football field, so you spend a lot of time on that turf at Boardman. How much does the football experience and being able to be on the football team, how much does that prepare you for the lacrosse season?
Definitely the physicality aspect. I mean, both sports are pretty brutal. I mean, brutal in their own ways for sure, but that mindset stays the same for both, coming in with toughness. And I mean, it's really just the same thing, trying to communicate with teammates on the field when we're tired. And yeah, I mean, the games overlap like you wouldn't believe.
In physical sports like that, in football, lacrosse, you're obviously, pushing your body past maybe its normal boundaries, and you're doing it for the people next to you. How much of a brotherhood do you get from these sports that you play? How much do you feel like you're almost going to quote unquote war with your teammates, and how much does that help you lead?
Well, I definitely think like the battle wounds tie us together. We're all going through the same suffering, like game in and game out. We're all getting beat up in our own ways. So I think this physicality definitely has sympathy for each other and allows us to build together.
You do so much on the field, but you're also holding a 4.0 in the classroom. Talk about your work in the school and how much pride you take in your schoolwork.
Um, I take a lot of pride in school. I mean, I'm taking high level classes, and I definitely do not slack when it comes to that stuff. And like my intelligence is definitely one of my strong suits. So I'm trying my best to keep building it and set myself up for a successful future.
What have been some of your favorite classes so far to take in the Boardman school system?
Um, I definitely like chemistry. I'm taking AP chemistry this year after taking chemistry last year. It's one of my favorite classes, and I do enjoy all my math classes as well.
What has been the hardest class to keep that 4.0 GPA in?
Pro- Probably AP government. I mean, it's a rough class, and it definitely takes a lot of time. But I've been on the bridge multiple times, but I've been lucky to stay on.
When I'm looking at what your coach provided about you as well, you're also in the big little Boardman, the big little Spartans program that Boardman has, which means you get to impact the community and the youth of the community. What's that been like for you to be able to see the future of Boardman and to be able to kind of pour into the future of this school system and this community?
You know, I have a great time being in baseball at Little Spartan. You know, I get to go over to Center Intermediate, hang out with a whole bunch of kids. I mean, these kids, they're open to talk to all the big Spartans, and they want to learn. You know, and they want information. They want uh, guidance for their futures, and they're very open minded for what we have to tell them. And I'm very hopeful for the success that they're going to bring when they become older.
All right, you said it. You get beat up a lot in this sport, which means you get times to take breaks. You get times to give your body a rest. What's your favorite non lacrosse and football activity to kind of take a break when you need to?
Probably just hopping on the video games with my boys, playing. Yep, that's pretty much
Which
it.
one are you the best at?
Best video game?
Yeah.
I'm pretty good at Madden. I do like Madden a lot.
What's your go to team?
Oh, Steelers for sure.
Okay, nothing wrong with that. Who do you think the best Madden player in your team is? Do you think it's you? You think you put your name
Oh,
on that?
I think I'd sweep everyone. Yeah,
Yeah, awesome. I love
yeah.
it. Love the confidence. What are some things that you like to do with the team off the field to build team chemistry?
Um, definitely after games, we love to go out to eat and celebrate. We have a lot of guys who tend to do that. A lot of us hang out outside of school and go over each other's houses, and we also most of us go to the same gym. We see each other all around, and it's just all around good chemistry outside of the sport.
You can't tell me that you like to eat after the games without shouting out your favorite post game meal. What's the go to for this lacrosse team?
Post game, I don't know. There's two sides. Like if we're thinking restaurant, B Dubs is the place. But if we're just trying to grab something quick, it's definitely Chipotle.
What's your go to Chipotle order? I think everyone has their favorite, thing to get at Chipotle. What's yours?
Um, I go with the bowl just because you get more. I'm more. I try to keep it down on the price just because I'm paying for it. So I usually just stay with chicken. I usually get double rice, cheese, sour cream. That's about it. Yeah.
What's your favorite hype up song to listen to before a game to get yourself in the competitive mindset?
I do like "Dreams and Nightmares" by Meek Mill. It's a good song.
Mm, it's a Philadelphia Eagles song,
Yeah.
It's across the state from you a little bit. What are some things that you enjoy the most about playing lacrosse? What are some things that you love so much about the sport?
Um, I mean, it's a sport that like not everyone can play. I mean, it's definitely it takes it takes the right person to play. Like it's a whole you have to have the right mindset, knowing that you're about to get beat up. I really enjoy just the aspect of the game, how it's really different. It's unique in its own way, and it offers a whole new experience compared to some other sports. And it's just a great sport that I have been playing for a decent bit, and it's never going to get old to me.
All right, we're gonna take before we let you go though. We're gonna take you and let you give out your thanks and the people that have been in your support system, been in your corner. Want to make sure that you get the chance to take the light off yourself and put it on them before we let you go.
Okay. I'd like to thank my parents, obviously my grandparents. They've been supporting me since I've been very little. I'd like to thank my teammates, always trying to help me do my best on and off the field. I'd like to thank my teachers. I'd like to thank my coaches. They've been there for a while and they have helped me grow. I'd like to thank just my friends in general, and I'd like to thank God especially.
All right, we are going to take a short commercial break. When we come back, we'll have more from Boardman Lacrosse on Running Point, brought to you as always by our good friends over at Greenwood Chevrolet in Austin Town.